Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Truuu podcast. This is season 2, episode Milan. What episode is it?
6.
Episode 6. That's right. We're back. Season 2, episode 6. Now, this week, 2 interesting topics we got this week. This week's topics are blackface and blackfishing, rather, forgive me, and sending nudes. That's right. Send in news. That's right. You can send me news if you want, Milan. Now, as always, we are joined by the Truuu First Lady, Miss Chili Bang Bang.
Namaste.
Namaste. A man who needs no introduction, Mr. Truuu himself, Ashley. Show. Our very own banter bringer, Miss Milan, Miss Millie Rock.
Hey.
She's talking about sending me nudes. That's cool. It's all good.
Oh, you was going to say fisting, and it threw me off.
I almost did say fisting. I forgot what the word was. Blackfishing. There we go. Our favorite girl from the small island, Miss Cher.
What's up? Every time I got to do it, man.
Exactly. But you should know your role by now. Come on now. What are you playing at? And of course, myself, DJ Sticky Fingers.
The one,
apparently, sometimes, not sure. So, as I said, this week we are talking about blackface and blackfishing. So, to be a bit of context, I'm sure a lot of you may have seen a video that's gone viral of like a makeup. It's almost like you remember that show Stars in Their Eyes, where you'd be like, tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Tina Turner. Well, they took it to the next level. So instead of just doing the blackface, they've actually done the whole makeup, the lot. And, you know, it's if you haven't seen it, you can watch it, but I'm sure you've all seen the video. So that's the context for that one. After that, though, we will be doing the Ask Milan. Yes, Chili's got a topic or question for Milan, a real-life scenario where we say, what would Millie do? And our fun topic that we're going to end the night on is sending nudes. Oh, yes, that's what I'm looking forward to. So, blackface, blackfishing. Cher, what's your thoughts on this? What you talk to us? What are we saying?
I don't know where to start with this one. I really don't know where to start. I just think it's just taking the piss. Like, I don't know what else I could say. It's just taking the piss, really. And I feel like it's not taken that seriously as well. It's just like laughed off, or, you know, even with that video where it was flipping Stevie Wonder as well in the video. Someone dressed as Stevie Wonder. Like, how are you gonna dress up as a blind black man? You're actually taking the piss now. You're actually taking the piss. So, yeah, I just don't know where to begin, to be honest. But yeah, you already know I'm vexed. So yeah, that's it.
Well, that was quite straightforward. K-Medcar30 says, good evening all. Well, R23 says, sticky fisty fingers. Fair enough. Kaiser Soze says, love my people. Hope you all had a blessed day. And Well R23 says, is he asleep? I'm not sure about me or Ash. I'm not sure which one of us is supposed to be sleeping. I don't know. But in terms of what Cher was saying, right? So for those of you that have not seen it, again, as Cher said, I'm not sure where in Europe it is, but somewhere in Europe where they're going up. Is it Poland? Okay. Where they're going out on stage and they're dressing up as their idols and doing the song. So I know Cher said Stevie Wonder. There's another one where a woman dressed up as Missy, but it's not just dressing up. It's not just the makeup. It's like almost full prosthetics, but obviously in a black face. So, I mean, is it creative or is it disrespectful? Chids.
Disrespect to the pay.
Chids, talk to me. Creative or disrespectful?
I think it's a mixture of both, really, isn't it? Because, I mean, it was very creative, the way they did, like, all of that. But it was just the, what's the word? The audacity. Yeah, it's the audacity. They just take the piss, don't they? Like, it's just mad. But you know what? I was talking to my brother the other day about this, and he said, but what about, like, the film White Chicks, though? Like, what about the film White Chicks? They fully took the piss there. Do you get me? But getting 2 black men to dress up as 2 white girls. So, I mean, taking a piss, isn't it? Really, I don't really know what to say. It's actually taking the piss, but didn't see what how they were taking the piss though, did they? They claim that they didn't know, but it's just don't do it, isn't it? It's the whole blackface thing, but it's been going on for years. They did it in Little Britain. It's been done a lot, and it's only now people are actually speaking up on it and saying things about it because of everything that's going on in the world. With the blackface thing, it's been going on from the beginning of time, from slavery days, really, isn't it? Like white people dressing up as black people, just taking a piss, just to mock us, just make a mockery of us, really. So yeah, I mean, and then in regards to, I'm just going to talk about the blackfishing thing because the blackface thing, I just don't know in it. Like, it's just mad. But the blackfishing thing, that really annoys me. It really annoys me. I was looking at this post the other day, and they were just like, you had to guess the ethnic background, or you had to guess if the girl on the slide was black or white or whatever. And honestly, I thought the one black girl that was on there, I actually thought she was white. I thought she was the white one. That's how much the white women took the piss. Like, it's the over tanning for me. Like, you can tan, do your thing, but it's when you're trying to tan in order to look like you're from a different ethnic background, just embrace your Caucasianness, innit, really? Embrace it. There's nothing wrong with it. You embrace what you are. And just don't, I find, like, I've been friends with white girls who just beg it. Like, beg it. I think I told you all before, like, I went to carnival with one girl and she come dressed in all African attire and she looked blacker than me. Do you know what I mean? Like, curly hair and everything. It was a lot. I just think it's just, they say it's appreciating the culture, but it's not. Appreciating the culture is celebrating the culture. The only thing they know how to do in order to celebrate us is to imitate us. And that's quite disturbing, really, when you think about it, because why would you want to, like, they say imitation is flattery, but I don't get flattered when I see a white woman trying her hardest to look black. I don't get flattered, I just get pissed off. And then I'm going to cuss her in it and just tell her to embrace her Caucasianness, because no, it's not for me. Like my white friends, they don't do that. They don't do it. Yeah, I just don't know. It's too much of a big topic for me. I can't really say anything else, to be honest.
Oh, I hear you. Well, we'll definitely come back to you first when we talk about sending news then, all right? So that'll be your topic, yeah? Because you're like, I don't want to talk about this one. So on that, right, as you said, they do say imitation is a sincerest form of flattery, so maybe so. Kaiser Souza says, people who paint their faces brown or black need a big slap. Also says, I get pissed at tanning shops. Fair enough. DJ Empress says, good evening. Wellr23 says, white chicks, question mark. You think that's taking the piss? And also says, do you not think this generation were being sensitive? Okay. In this generation we're being sensitive. And DJ Empress says, pending in topics. Fair enough. Ash, what's your views on this one? And I think also, like, as Chili said, you know, there was shows like Little Britain that would do things like, you know, the costumes and stuff. Again, is it creative or is it taking the piss?
I think that what Chili said is it's a little bit of both, isn't it? It is creative because it's prosthetics, isn't it? So you're making someone look like somebody else. So it's creative, and obviously it's offensive because people find it offensive. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if the intention is to offend, because that would be a dangerous thing for them to do. But if people find it offensive, then obviously it's fair to say it's offensive. But what I think people need to understand the deep-rootedness of why it's offensive to some people. You know what I'm saying? Because as a race, there's a history of us not having power over our own culture, our own identity, our own fashion, anything when it comes to our own identity, we didn't have control over that for a long period of time, which is the only history that they teach us in this side of the world and the only history that they teach our kids. Yeah, so we grew up feeling like anything that we create for ourselves is personal to us. Yeah, so that being that we anything to do with our culture, like cocoa butter, waves, do-rags, whatever it may be. Yeah, I just thought I'll throw that out there because that's all things that are universal now. You get what I'm saying? But it came from our culture, and these were things that we were proud of. Not were, but we're proud of, yeah? So when we see people that we feel like don't even acknowledge us as people, all of a sudden now trying to imitate us as people, it gets offensive, innit? Because that was like the only thing that we had control over. We don't have control over anything economically, socially, none of these kind of things. So our identity that we created was the only thing that we really had any control over. Do you get what I'm saying? So this is why people get so offended by it, because that's like the core thing that makes us who we are, and they can just come and take it and do it. You get what I'm saying? Steal it, even because everything else that we've ever had has been stolen in terms of our identity. We don't, us being Caribbean, majority of us on the call, we don't know our history as far back as the ship that brought our people to the Caribbean. Do you get what I'm saying? That's as far back as we can really say, yeah, that's definitely our ancestors. Like, other than that, we don't really know where we come from. So for us, it's more personal. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's something that obviously for other people it's probably hard to understand. You get me? Me personally, I don't care in it, because that's not my skin color or the way we talk or whatever. Obviously, that's part of my identity, but that's not my core of what makes me feel proud about being black. So I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, but I understand why it's offensive, and I think people need to understand why it's offensive.
Well, definitely makes sense. I'm going to ask a question on that one. Before I do, K-Medcraft30 says, it's not just the white woman that tan themselves. Black women try and use whitening cream on themselves. WellR23 says, I think that's mad. P. Lee says, or remember, as I said to you, Chids, and I said to you all, right, P. Lee is a troublemaker, okay? I'm going to just put it out there, right? I know Chids was like, I love P. Lee. P. Lee says, not creative, it's disrespectul and unnecessary. They've been doing it for hundreds of years and use the excuse of creativity to condone the fact that class dressing up as black people as entertainment. Okay, fair enough. DJ Empress says, this has been going on for donkey's years. WellR23 says, when you have someone white, yellow, brown, black, being a part of your culture, like say on Carnival, let people be. No? On that, right? So I'm going to come to you next, Milan. So where do we draw the line of in terms of what's appreciation and what's piss take? So, for example, I know we saw last year when there was a picture of Adele going around where she had her hair in Bondu knots, whatever it's called, and in the Jamaican flag bikini or what have you for Carnival. Where do we draw the line with appreciation and appropriation?
Who are you asking that to?
To everyone. I know Milan's next, but kind of everyone. Where's the what makes, where do we draw the line? I suppose, yeah.
I guess that's like I said. I think it's individual, isn't it? Because everyone's had a different experience. Yeah. Me, I guess we talk about this a lot, but I just thought I might as well mention. I know that the male experience and the female experience is very different. You know what I'm saying? So women are going to take it a lot different to where men are going to take it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the black culture has accepted men since the black culture was created, innit? And black women in black culture haven't necessarily been appreciated or been celebrated to the same degree. Do you get what I'm saying? Mainly being hip hop culture, because that was the culture that most of us adopted. So hip hop culture, black males have always been kind of seen as like masculine and cool and all of that kind of stuff, innit? So we're used to being imitated. You get me? We're used to people kind of wanting to look like us or talk like us or walk like us. So it's not so offensive. Where for the women, it's obviously a lot different. So I'll let them kind of explain that.
Let me just put out there, in regards to the person that I went to Carnival with and she dressed in African attire, didn't have a problem with the fact that she dressed in African attire. It was a whole attitude about it. And it was the word said, and it was her reasoning as to why, which I won't put out there, but that's what pissed me off. If it was a thing where she was just dressing in African attire to appreciate that type of dress, that way of dressing, because African clothes are beautiful. Do you get me? Then I wouldn't have had a problem with it. It was just the person's attitude and
probably because Carnival was a Caribbean festival, but
yeah, and it was what she was trying to gain. Like we had a conversation in the morning, and she was saying, like, she asked me not to act too ethnic when we go out there. Do you get me? So there was a whole load of shit behind it. So I haven't really got a problem with white women. White women can dress however they want. Do you, boo? But it's the attitude that comes with it. More time I find as a woman, you know, like, I've grown up and stuff from a young age. You know, I've had white women actually take the piss, make a mockery of my features, and do the most. And now it's flipped, isn't it? Now they want it. Now they pay for it. Now they're going all out. So for me, it's just a bit nah. I don't rate you. Like, I just don't rate. I don't rate anybody who wants to be something that they're not. Whether it's in regards to race or whatever, don't be something that you're not, because evidently you're just gonna look dumb in it. And if you want to look dumb, that's on you, but you won't look dumb next to me. That's what I'm saying. So I haven't got a problem with white women wearing African attire. Do you think? Just want to put that out there, you know.
I'm going to come to you. Give me 1 second. I'm just read a couple of messages quickly. Cayman Craft says, Truuu. Bambizi says, I think we are the most influential race on the planet. DJ Impress says, so Vibes Cartel did what? Question mark. I'm sure you all know about Vibes Cartel. Well, R23 says, tell me, what is the podcast trying to project or promote? Okay, fair enough. Again, in fact, on that, right, I'm going to just explain that. So the podcast, again, it's called Truuu Talk, because we're just having an open, honest conversation. You know, everyone can have their own opinion and so forth. And what we do, if you don't know, if you're new to the show, we have 2 topics. We have a serious topic, and then we have a fun topic. So this is our serious topic, and we're going to end on the fun topic, which today is going to be about sending nudes, which is the topic I'm most interested in right now, to be fair. And we have Arts Millie in the middle. So if you're new to it, that's what we do. Carl Ball's in the building. Happy birthday to Carl. So Millie, Miss Millie Rock Milan.
Happy birthday, Carl.
Happy birthday, Carl. Hey, what was the question? Wait, I didn't have a question. I just have the same as everybody else.
Yeah.
Right, cool. Was it called blackfacing? I think, did I send this to you and you was like, it's creative. And I think it is creative. Like, you've made someone's whole face, like all the little details, the wrinkles, the dimples, everything, it out of like rubber or whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is very creative, and it's a very creative thing to do. Where I think it's wrong, not so wrong, but where I think they what is the word? Over exaggerated. I like how you started, and I said the show reminds me of stars in their eyes. But when it was in England, I don't remember someone being like, tonight, like, Matthew, I'm gonna be blah blah blah, and coming out with a whole different face. They just used to wear the costume from the song that they were singing from the, like, out of the video, and just sing the song. Do you know what I mean? They didn't, like, obviously I don't talk Polish. I don't know the name of the show. I've not seen it translated into English. I haven't done any research and seen if there are people who are dressing up as white singers or like Asian singers, because all that's been put on the internet is the people who have dressed up as black like artists, you know. So who knows? That they could be doing white people, Asian people, like, we don't know. Well, I don't know, because I never did any research on it. But with the black people, I don't think it was necessary to change your face to look like the person. Just sing the song. As soon as the beat starts, we know what song you're singing. Like, we know who you're trying to be by the outfit that you'll be wearing. Do you know what I mean? We know who you're trying to be. You don't need to look like them. Like, why? When was that a thing? It's like, say if you was going to like a fancy dress party and a group of girls decided to be the Spice Girls. I ain't gonna try. Like, I might put on a ginger wig and like a union thingy dress. I'm not gonna try and find a white face to like. No, you can tell by the ginger hair and the union striped dress that I'm Ginger Spice. Do you know what I mean? Although my skin is black, with the ginger hair, do you know what I mean? It's an iconic thing that you think she's Ginger Spice, or in a little like white dress, like that's Baby Spice. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just know. So I don't feel like they needed to. I don't think they was doing it. Like, honestly, I don't think they was doing it out of like to be rude. I don't think they was. Well, I wouldn't like to think they was. But I just think it was unnecessary for them to do so. And then when people are talking about like white chicks, like on Little Britain, I think Ali G did a whole show and he used to be dressed up as well. It's going to seem so rude to say it. I don't mean it like this, but like back then, not that it was right, but back then people were less sensitive about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, we would watch, I'd watch Little Britain as a kid and find it hilarious. Bubbles would come out and, oh, darling, do you know what I mean? Like, I would find it hilarious, but not seeing it for like what it is. I'm just watching it and thinking this is hilarious. Do you know what I mean? Where obviously at the time I would have been like young. So probably the older people then was probably watching it thinking, what? Like, some people was, because I know like my mom would sit there and laugh at it because she thinks it's funny, like it's hilarious. Do you know what I mean? So it wasn't, it's not that it wasn't a touchy subject then, but maybe because the comedy factor was on it, and back then comedy was very on the line. Do you know what I mean? Like, very like, oh, should you be saying that? Should you be doing that? But it's kind of funny, and I don't really want to laugh, but I'm already laughing and the room's laughing, so I might as well go along with it. Where now, obviously with what happened last year, especially with what happened last year, obviously I know this has been happening for years, no one needs to tell me, I know that, but I'm saying from what happened last year, then watching this online, it's like, you lot didn't learn nothing still, again? Like, do you know what I mean? That's what it just, to me, that's what it seems to be. It's like, oh, you lot didn't learn nothing. But like I said, a couple of years ago, well, not a couple, like, do you know what I mean? I was watching, what's it called, on TV and thought it was hilarious. Even white chicks, I watch it now, and that's black men dressing up as white girls. I don't know, it's funny, it's a good movie. But then when you look at it, should they have been dressed up as... I mean, to be honest, it's the context of the movie, because it wasn't that, do you know what I mean? That's like, I don't know. I just feel like, it was unnecessary for them to have the plastic faces on. And as for blackfishing, I mean, I liked when Adele, well, not liked, but I thought Adele looked all right in her little Jamaican outfit there with her bantu knots. I thought, go on, girl. Good on you. Do you know what I mean? Like, why is it bothering me? She's not coming in my house trying to talk in a Yardie accent with white rice and green peas telling me, oh yeah, I cooked you. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it was just a bit, like, why are we letting it bother us? If we keep letting things bother us, we're never going to go nowhere. We're never going to move nowhere because everything's affecting us. Do you know what I mean? And I think Sticky said before as well, did you say something like that black people, like, we don't have a day apart from Black History Month, there's not a festival to celebrate, not a festival, you know, like there's Diwali and stuff like that. There isn't like a black festival for people to celebrate us. Do you know what I mean? The only thing they can really do, I mean, if they wanted to, is, you know, I don't know, put a tracksuit on or do braids or try to cook white rice and green peas. I mean, you know, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? That's the only things they can do, because there isn't a day where everyone can come together and be like, oh yeah, boom, we're celebrating black people. Do you know what I mean?
Well, they've got Carnival when COVID come out. You know, we've got Carnival, end of August, last bank holiday, 2 days, do some soca whining, eat some jerk chicken, go in African attire as with Chidi, you know. I mean, we got that, you know.
Attire.
That's what Chidi said. Her friend went there in the full, you know, kente cloth and all that.
Yeah, girl, don't be promoting that now. Come in your Caribbean outfit. I mean, do you know what? Come in, because apparently Caribbeans come from Africa. We're all from Africa. So come in your Africa attire.
Let me read some messages. I'm going to read some messages, and then Chiz will get on to the Arts Milan, right? So, Peely85 says, I only found out there was an issue with black fishing when these black fishers started getting appreciated as black people when they are not. All right, good point. Mr. 100 Like says, more life, Carl. So he's saying happy birthday to Carl. DJ Empress says, happy birthday, Carl. Carl says, thanks all. Carl should be on the live with us celebrating his birthday, but he chose not to. Remember, Carl's in Sunny Australia, so I don't blame him, to be fair. But happy birthday to you. Brina says, happy birthday, Carl. Everyone's basically happy birthday, Carl. No one really cares what we're talking about. DJ Empress says, yes, Millie, claps. Breathe it all in, love it all out, who's sitting right next to us, says, happy birthday, Carl. We love you. Jump on. Fair enough. I'll read one more. DJ Empress says, jump on with Chids and laugh. See, don't trust DJ Empress. I'm telling you, do not trust her. Okay, I'm just letting you guys know that from now. Wellard23 says, you didn't explain what Truuu Talk is about. You just said you pick topics and talk about it, but it's more than that. What I've took, it's about race and culture and topics about on that. Not quite, Wellard23. We talk about anything. As I said, every week we have 2 topics. It's just simple as that. We have a group chat, as everyone does. We say, what should we talk about this week? Usually Chidi picks the topics because Chidi's like the boss. And we have 2 topics.
Can I just jump in? Can I just say, if you look on our YouTube or our Instagram, literally from day one, we've been talking about anything and everything. We've been talking about things that are relevant in the news, whether it is to do with black people or not. Or we just talk about, we'll be scrolling through Instagram, see a post and be like, oh, we should talk about this. I think once we were talking about the baby mums and baby fathers. Now, you don't need to be black to have a baby mum or a baby father. You could be anybody. Do you know what I mean? That we literally, so if you look on our YouTube, all of our videos are posted with our topics underneath, so you can have a look through. You don't need to watch them. You know, I'm not pressurizing you to watch them, but if you look underneath, you can literally just see all that we to talk about. And then if there's anything there that stands out to you that you think, oh, I'm interested in what their opinions are, then feel free to like, share, and subscribe.
But also on that, right? Well, also on that.
That wasn't even the Arcs Millie.
Yeah, I know exactly.
And she just peppered stew. That was different.
Exactly.
Crazy.
But not only that, don't forget as well, the structure is, again, we have one serious topic and we like to start with the serious topic and we like to end with the fun topic, because what we don't want is for us, not only ourselves, but for you guys who are listening and watching, to leave on a downer. So we like to end on a fun topic. Again, this week is sending nudes. I can't remember what last week one was, but again, we just always like to end on a fun topic so everyone's laughing, cracking joke, and you leave, in a good mood, really, to be fair. And in the middle,
we put it into context for him, because I think maybe he might miss the fact of why we're talking about this particular topic. Because I guess if you come in and you just hear people talking about it, you think, oh, right, they're talking about that. But obviously, there was a video that was posted recently over the last couple of days, but like we were saying, of a show that was similar to Stars in Their Eyes, where someone was in a whole costume, like in White Chicks, but they were a black singer. But what made it go viral was the fact that when you saw her, you just thought it was a black person, and then the camera pans to the back of the head, they slice the back of the neck, and then they lift the whole face off. So obviously the video went viral, so that's why we're discussing it, just to add some context to it.
Yeah, like if you see Mrs. Doubtfire, that sort of kind of face, he takes the face off and it falls in the street and the car runs over it. If you look at Mrs. Doubtfire. Anyway, let's move on. Chids. Arcs Millie. Is that time? Arcs Millie. Are you ready?
Millie. Yes. So I'm going to ask Millie. So Millie, if your friend, you're getting married, yeah? And your friend offers to pay for the whole wedding, everything.
Okay.
Does your friend have a say on how the wedding goes or what happens in the wedding, like colour scheme, everything? Like, do they have any input just because they paid for it?
Oh, I mean, because isn't it like traditionally the girl's dad pays for the wedding? Traditionally. I mean, I don't think that happens now. I mean, my dad wouldn't pay. Anyway, so I don't think the dad has a say. Like the dad pays, but you plan your whole like wedding. You pick your themes, your colours. Again, traditionally, I guess I've never been married, but I guess you pick themes with your partner. I mean, unless you're like a bridezilla or like a groomzilla, you just might want everything, and you just tell them shut up and turn up on the day, be on time, and smile. And if you're a guy, you better cry when I walk down the aisle. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? So, but you know, overall, whoever's paying, they don't get a say. So if my friend is paying for the wedding, if you want to say in how the flower arrangement should be and how the decoration should be and what food I'm picking, how about you go get married, hon? Like you find your man and we'll go get married together. Don't worry about it. Honestly, I don't think I'd let my friend pay for my wedding. Like, why are they paying for my wedding? I don't understand. That to me, is it like the only way I'd let my friend pay for a wedding? I don't know. Is if like me and my partner was on like death's door, and like we knew in a couple of weeks that we was gonna pass, and we wanted to get married, but we wanted to have this extravagant like wedding, but we didn't have enough. And then, you know, my friend was like, you know, I can do it, and I know it would mean a lot to you. Here's the money. Did you know what I mean? But yeah, no. I would not let my friend. Do you know what my friend could do? Pick where she wants to sit, or he. Pick where you want to sit, hon, because I'd put you at the back, running your mouth like that. The back, and I don't mean the back of the church either. I mean like at the back of the car park, watching the cars, making sure no one scratches no one. Do you know what I'm saying? Making sure it's all people out there, making sure there's like a good centimetre gap between all the cars. That's where you're going to be. We're just chatting shit. So for paying, you can pick where you want to sit outside in the car park. No, you're laughing. I'm being so deadly serious.
So let me ask you, your friend pays for your wedding. Your friend's paying for your wedding, and they can't even have a say of what's going on. They're paying like 30, 40, 50 grand, whatever it may be, 20 grand.
Yeah, their wedding. How do you know I want them to spend 30 grand on my wedding? How do you know I don't want a registry office, or I want to get like married in my garden, and all you need to pay is the vicar to come there, to turn up, and then piss off?
The flower arrangements,
I don't want flowers. It's £100 wedding. All you need to pay is for the vicar to turn up and go. And you still want to be like, oh, but you should stand in the south with the wind. Go. Shut up! Shut up! If you want to pick all of that, then you get married, because you're making me now have your wedding.
Live so your what? Dream, yeah.
When you get the wedding pictures, are you going to cut out all of my faces and stick yours? No, like, don't be a dickhead. Fuck off.
Don't be a dickhead.
No, but it's getting me pissed off now. I'm all getting hot and agitated and shit. It's pissing me off. Why would you want to pay for someone's wedding, and then, like, why would you want to have a say in somebody else's wedding? Like, not even like an opinion where your friend's like, oh, do you think I should pick pink or green? You're fully saying, nah. What you should have is tulips, not roses, and you should do this, and you should do. You better shut up. Do you want to fuck my man? Do you know what? You marry my man. You go on. You pick the ring. You pick the best. Walk down the aisle for me. Marry my man. Go on the honeymoon, and I'll just stay at home. Why not?
Why did the cow cross the road?
Because he was fucking up people's business in weddings. That's why he wasn't allowed into the bloody church.
Because he wanted to move on.
Nah, it's because he wasn't invited and he couldn't get in the church. So he had to stand on the other side of the road and try to watch through the window like, hey, what's going on?
You're a proper Aquarius, isn't it? She's a proper Aquarius. Swear it down like fucking hell. Listen, that was sticky you gave me that ask Millie. Millie, that wasn't me. You know that never comes from me.
Wait, put it in context, right? Wait, hold on. She's messaged me today, today. Not even like yesterday. Give me a bit of time to try and find something.
Listen, hang on. You know this is going to happen every week. If you've given me scenarios every single week, like you're all supposed to, then maybe we'd have little backup ask Millies, isn't it? But no. So anyway, why did the cow cross the road? Because he wanted to move on. So
Do you
Because
know
we
what,
couldn't get
Chids?
into the wedding.
Do you know what we should do, right? We should put it out to the listeners, those who are watching in, to give us something that's happened, a scenario that's happened to you. You tell us. But if you don't tell us in the group, message Chids, and Chids will throw it out there. Yeah.
I put it out there.
No, we got to do it again because we've got some new followers, new listeners as well.
Can I say as well? It doesn't need
but
to
I
be
asked
your
once, and that's
scenario.
it.
It doesn't have to be your scenario to the listeners I'm talking to. It doesn't need to be your scenario. And if it is your scenario, you don't need to tell them lot, because obviously I can't see. You don't need to tell them lot that it's your scenario. Literally just be like, oh, a good topic would be oh, my friend said
Yeah, exactly. And remind them as well. Remind them that the first one we had was where the couple were going on a date. First time they're getting down to it. And you know the woman had dodgy stomach, and then
she doo-dooed on the guy's willy.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna go that far. I wasn't gonna say it all.
We gone from doo-doo on a willy. He had fucking cheese round his nog.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Hold on. She fucked his stepdad or some shit. That was all a fucking mixture.
That one was a bit peak still.
And now I've got my friend paying for my wedding. Fuck off, guys. Sometimes I just want a nice, easy life. Why not? Aunt Millie, what's better, orange juice or apple juice? I can tell you, apple juice. Straight away, off to the next topic. Do you know what I mean? Easy, simple, easy as that.
Right. Before we go on to the next topic, right, let me read some messages quickly. A lot of them from actually from the previous topic, right? So, Mr. 100 Like says racial abuse cases are coming more apparent than them days. Okay, fair enough. Well, R23 says we may be all the gear and no idea. Okay, I don't know what that means. As in not know the background, but we've as a whole have made a step. Don't get upset. Educate us. Okay, not sure what that means. Freckleface Mama says the history to blackface is so deep it shouldn't happen. Fair enough. Someone says 100%. Carl says I loved Adele doing that. She's a responsible and respectful figure that brought good things to the table. Good point. She didn't disrespect the culture or nothing racist. She celebrated black people. Yep. DJ Empress says Reggae Splash was the one. Why am I listening to anything DJ Empress writes? So I'm not ever going to. I'm going to start reading it out actually. Empress, I love you really. Carl says I'm hung the fuck over. So guys, just so you should know, if you wonder what Carl's talking about, Carl should be here with us, joining us. Remember, he's in Sydney, Australia, but it's his birthday today, so let's all wish Carl a happy birthday again. Happy birthday, Carl.
Birthday today, or was it his birthday yesterday? But
happy birthday, Carl.
Happy birthday, Carl.
24th
Aries gang.
Okay.
PD says there was a Juneteenth. I forgot about that. Although it's not that widely celebrated. Mr. 100 Light says all hot topics get touched with the truth. Well R23 says I've watched. Quick to move on. Okay, fair enough. But I hear what you're saying with today's issues. Cool. Carl says no fucking way. That's a nice gesture to offer, but it's still not your wedding. P. Lee says no one has a say. It's your day. Hear it, Milan? It's your day. No one has a say. It's your day. You tell them.
Mars.
Well, R23 says, but that's not what I got from when you're anti-white people celebrating your special days or whatever. Okay, fair enough. My friend who is close.
Actually talking about? What is he talking about?
My friend.
Can I just say to him? Sometimes we have so Carl, who isn't on at the moment because it's his birthday in Australia. He's white, so he's part of our podcast as well. It's not that we're like no one's hating on different cultures. Like I said, that's why I said if you watch some of our previous topics, we're all in there.
Let me keep going. Hold on. My friend who is close to actually. Hold on.
Yeah, anti-racism. We don't tolerate that over here.
Yeah, we don't tolerate that.
Yeah, fair enough. No one is having. DJ Press says no one is having no raw say. If they like their tongue, they best keep quiet. Fair enough. Miss Angela Light says it's fucked. DJ Press says nah, please. Could you do? Please. Could you DM True Talk in regards to your questions? We're happy to explain. Miss Monday Light says I wouldn't let no one pay for my movie, never for my wedding. I will let no one pay for my movie.
Tell them.
No one pay for my movie. Says same way I wouldn't try and be a star in no one else's movie. I like that. DJ Press says cheese strings Willie. Talking about the previous Arts Willie we had, cheese strings. Yeah, that was disgusting. K Medcraft says happy birthday, Carl. Brina says happy birthday, Carl. Freckleface Mama says happy birthday, Carl. And I think everyone's saying happy birthday, Carl. Yep, and happy birthday, Carl. So, on to our finals. We've got 20 minutes left. Final topic, sending nudes. Now, I think when we spoke about this, it was a case of keep it very broad. What's your reviews on sending nudes? Good thing, bad thing, should it be done, not be done? Is there an issue with it? Who's going first? I haven't heard from Shay in a little while. Shay, I'm coming to you first. What's your views on this sending nudes?
I was first last time. Why was picking me first?
Because I haven't heard from you in a little while, that's why.
Okay.
I've gone all the way around, innit?
First off, do you send nudes?
Exactly.
Nudes? None of your business. That's what I'm going to say. But, yeah, I think do what you like, innit? Do what you like, but just respect yourself. You know, make sure that you're not just sending nudes to any Tom, Dick and Harry out here. And yeah, just respect yourself. That's it, really. I don't know what more I could say on that, you know.
So basically, you're gonna 0799 me later, yeah?
Huh?
You're gonna 0799 me later, yeah?
Nah.
Miss Wonder Light says no issue. Carball says haha, I've done it. WGGOLDY says look, LOL. Miss Wonder Light says if you want to see what you're buying, then so be it. Fair enough. Peely85 says send them, yes. Everyone talks on this one. Chids. No. Yeah, Chids. Sending nudes. What are we saying? Good thing, bad thing, okay, not okay? What are we saying?
I'm a woman of God. I don't do things like that. Do you get me? Nah, send your nudes, man. Like, you just gotta, like, do it, innit? But you've just gotta be, you just gotta know who you're sending them to. You gotta know that they won't get leaked, innit? You just gotta be able to trust the person. Yeah, send your nudes. Do your thing. I don't know.
But can you really trust the person, though? Because you think about it, how many people have sent news to people they trust or think they trust, and then boom, have an argument.
What I would say is just make sure the nudes are banging. Make sure they're banging, innit? Because, like, just make sure they look good, innit? Because if they go out there, then at least they look good. No one can put their mouth on you, innit? That's what I'm saying. Like, listen, there's a whole process. Like, before I send a nude, well, not these days, but before, yeah, I don't send nudes often. But if I pick a person and I'm saying, yeah, I'm sending you nudes, like in the beginning, the first couple nudes got to go to the friend. Like my friend, she will look over them and say, yeah, nah, I don't know about that. But yeah, no, that's the one. And that's the one that gets sent, isn't it? And then if the person likes it, then you just follow that pattern. But most of the time, like if I do take nudes, I take them for me anyway. Really, if I look at it and think I look banging, I don't really care what he thinks. Do you get me? I do, but I don't at the same time. I know they're good nudes, innit? So, yeah, man, send your nudes. Do you think?
I think your word that was very clear. If you're going to send them, make sure it's on point. You got the filter, the angles, the lighting.
No filter. No filter.
No filter.
No, because if I'm sending a nude, that you're gonna, it's because I'm going to do something for you sexually. So what's the point in me putting and I don't need to put a filter on mine. Mine is banging, yeah. But what's the point in putting a filter on your nude if they're gonna see you anyway? I mean,
good point.
WG
Goldie.
Don't promote that. You know,
I'm not anything.
Woman. You know it's natural. Allow it, thick. I'll expose you.
Me? Nah. WG Goldie says, if it comes back and bites you in the bum, don't cry. PD says, be careful you send them too, though. WG Goldie says, be sexy for your man or woman only. Okay, fair enough. K Midcraft says, as long as you respect yourself, it's all right to send nudes. Okay, just don't forget, I'm going to remind you of Talisa. Remember Talisa? About 10 years ago, do you remember Talisa? Anyway, we won't go there. Ash, talk to me.
Don't remember that, man. Don't remember that shit.
You don't remember that? All right, cool.
Yeah, I don't even know really what to say. I don't know anything about those kind of things. I'm not a man who receives much nudes and that. You know what I mean? So, but I guess there was a time where nudes was definitely getting thrown my way.
Actually, you
know what
don't
I mean?
need to receive. Do you send nudes too? It's a very open
Do I
and broad
se-
question.
Do you know what? Yeah, no, I don't really ever remember ever really sending a nude like that. But I know certain men are definitely famous for sending nudes. I'm not going to say their name or nothing. You get me? Because they might be here watching. Definitely here watching. You definitely know who I'm talking about. But we won't do that. we won't do that. You get what I'm saying? I'm not really about, and that's the main reason why I don't send no nudes. You get what I'm saying? Because, you get me? I'm not that guy to be.
It 100 sent nudes.
But what? No, of course not. It would never be 100, bro. Come on.
Carl has sent nudes. Carl, I know
Yeah,
you sent
100
nudes.
would never do nothing like that, bro. Come on, bro. What am I gonna say? Love will don't turn up. That's what I'm gonna say. But you get me? You won't say no more than that. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, I just don't trust the world. I don't trust the world enough to do that. You get what I'm saying? I don't trust the world enough to do that, bro. You get me? And plus, I like to leave a little bit of mystery. You get me? I like to surprise the ladies. You get what I'm saying?
Personally, as a woman, I don't appreciate a man sending me nudes because all he can send me is his penis, and I don't really want to see that on my screen. A woman's got more attributes, so a woman can make nudes like more creative, and they just look nicer. To be honest, like I blocked like a few men for sending me pictures of their penises. Like I just don't want to see that on my screen. I know sounds a little bit hypocritical or whatever if I've sent a nude, but it's like a man can only show you that, and that's dead.
They say it's not artistic, isn't it? It's not artistic.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's just
for me. I don't really see the point of me sending it. You get what I'm saying? Like girls' bodies look good. You get what I'm saying? They know that it's attractive to man, so they're sending it knowing that it's entertaining, man, and that. You get what I'm saying? Like, but even to up to a point, how many times do I need to see a nude of you if I see you nude all the time? Or do you get what I'm saying? Or if I've seen you nude several times, how many times you really need to? You get what I mean? But
you say that though, but do you know my ex-partner? Like we used to do this thing, yeah. It was just this thing. We had certain different days, yeah, like Wide Ass Wednesdays, Tuesdays, and stuff. And I would send him like, and then he just stopped. Like, even though we was together in a relationship or whatever, he just stopped responding. And then the minute I stopped sending him, yeah, he was like, "Oh, what? Like, how come you don't send me?" And I'm like, "Because you said, why do you need to see them all the time?" Do you get me? Like, so fucking hell, I can't win, really. So yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, no money.
Brina's Addictive Cake says definitely. Carl says I don't send them to my contact list. FYI. Brina says I don't think it's safe to do. DJ Emperor says no way. Take an Uber, come see me. So don't send the nude. Just take an Uber and come and see me. Freckle Face Mama says your body to do what you like. Okay, your body do what you like. Sorry, forgive me. Brina says too funny chids. Peely says exactly chids. Bambi's laughing.
Like, let me just say, I don't ever send my nudes to like random men. It's like it's the person that I'm doing stuff with. Do you get me? Like, and it's not every person that I've been with sexually yet have I sent nudes to. Because that's wrong.
But that's the difference though. Women can get creative. Do you get what I'm saying? Do different stuff and make it different. You get what I'm saying? But what's man gonna do? Yeah, they have to start turning it up, man. These picture shit gotta stop. This picture shit gotta stop. Alright? You understand? You gotta bring in something now, turn the lights on, press record or something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, for man, I don't think if your girl loves that and she's on that, then yeah, I mean, do your thing. You get me? But for me, I just think it's not really okay. I want to stand in the angle and
I don't want to see that from a man.
Like put the camera up here and press it and wait for 5 seconds and get in it. Nah, I can't do it. I can't see it still.
Nah, not a nude. Show me your outfit for the day, but not your nude.
K Medcraft says, well, you can trust the person if they send them back. Okay, fair enough. Breeders Real Talk. Miss 100 Light says, and for the man make sure you ain't got no small up hood. Okay, fair enough. Brina says, hear him. WG Goldie says, what? LOL. Bambi says, no filter. Brina's also saying, no filter, baby. DJ Empress says, Sticky, what about the one I sent you? Shh. Brina says, the scandal. Miss Angelite says, the Talisa thing was a bait publicity stunt. That isn't no nude. That was a poor attempt of a homemade porno. For real, that's a good point. Brina says, I'm dying already. Miss Angelite says, we move now, 100 likes thing. Okay, fair enough.
The 100. He needs to come on.
Yeah, but not every week. Not every week.
No, not every week, but he needs to come on soon.
Every 3 months. 800, every 3 months.
We miss you, Oz.
Wait, he's got more though. He's got more. He also says, couple gal saw what they were buying from years ago. Jesus. WG Goldie says, damn, my robe just dropped. Miss Angela says, lava ton up. Carl says, Chid's seen them. WG Goldie says, if I haven't asked, I'm not interested. Okay, good point. What else has got in there? WG Goldie says, it's a gal thing. Fair enough. Miss Angela says, what if he sends... What if he sends it soft, then hard, Chid? What if he sends it soft, then hard, Chids?
Who said that?
Miss 100.
What if he sends it soft, then hard?
What if he sends it soft, then hard?
If it's soft and hanging, then yeah, send it hard then, innit?
Peely says, if they... I can't read these, man. If they oil it up and take it out at an angle, it's all good. Be creative. Oh, my days. Andrew says, you're only excited for news if you ain't fucked the person before. Carl says, okay, Craig David. What address the Uber going to? Oh, man. WG Goldie says... So I'm saying, have self-respect. Imagine dating a gal and your boy has seen her shit, you know? Okay, fair enough. Oh man, I can get through these. WG Goldie says, sometimes it's the risk you got to take if you're feeling fruity and single. Okay. Well, Cher's gone, but I was going to come and tease Cher as well. I was coming for her, to be fair. Millie.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with girls sending news, though, by the way. You get me? I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying that girls shouldn't send nudes. You get what I'm saying? I just think if you're sending hella nudes, get creative after a while. You know what I'm saying?
Brina says, I'm going to stick to logging into my private page with you lot. Don't forget Brina's Addictive Cakes. Make sure you check that out right on Instagram. Brina's Addictive Cakes. Yes, they look good. And I'm going to sample one next week. Oh, yes. Millie, Miss Milan, Miss Millie Rock. What's your views on this sending nudes?
Like someone else said, it's your body, do what you want, innit? Do you know what I mean? But like Chid said, make sure it looks good. So if it gets leaked, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You can be like, yeah, well, I'm going to post that damn shit anyway. Do you know what I mean? Posting nudes. I mean, when everybody's, in love in their relationship, it's that they think that, okay, cool. But then if it's a bad breakup, then when the other person just turns into an idiot and puts them on the internet, I mean, why would you shame someone for that? It just doesn't make any sense. But I mean, guys can be creative with nudes, Don't think you just got to just lay there and take a picture. Not just, I don't know, just put some Speedos on and just get a hot dog bun and slap it in the hot dog bun. Hey, snap a picture. Do you know what I'm saying? Be creative with it. Be in the bath, just let it float. Hey, maybe a little video, disco light. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, get creative the same way that a girl's got to be creative with like bloody, I don't know, like some maybe lingerie, then maybe the background positions. Do you know what I mean? Like, guys can be creative too. You send me a picture saying you're watching TV and you've got your hand in and you got it in your hand, but the thing's kind of on the TV too. Yeah, you're watching TV. That's your remote. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, spice it up a bit.
Thanks for the ideas, man. Thanks. Man.
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm here to help everybody. Do you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
It's okay. Like, it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, because you're not sending nudes because, do you know what I mean? Also, don't, girls especially. I mean, guys may like this. Don't send a nude with your whole just sprayed out for the world. Nobody wants to see in there. Honestly, nobody does. Nobody does. Nobody just no. Nobody wants to see you just spread eagle, just there, just doing it. No, nobody wants to see that. No one. Absolutely no one. And plus, if that gets leaked, then, well, that's just all a mess for you then, isn't it?
The reason I missed this, we've got less than 5 minutes to go before IG cuts us off. DJ Empress says, Cher breezed out. Yes, she did. Cher is locked off, boy. I know she's back now, but I was gonna start on Cher as well.
That's interesting as well.
Exactly. WG Goldie says again, the trust thing. You got to trust them anyway to know if you can, right? Okay, fair enough. Brina says, I'm done. Send it, and Hope says, hot dog bun. Oh, mate. Milan. Millie.
Anybody else wants any ideas? DM me. I don't even know what my Instagram is. Oh, it's there. Milan_RB_X, something like that. DM me. I'll give you loads of ideas.
Miss 100 says, Millie has made Mandem do that. Is it true, Millie? Have you made the Mandem do that?
Yes, Millie. Put in penises in hot dog buns and that.
Exactly. WG Goldie says, teach them Vanilla Gal there. Oh, wow. PD says, yes, men can be creative. Record it bouncing. DJ Empress says, Willie bounce from the Elephant Man song. Do the bounce, do the bounce. Everybody got to do the Willie bounce. Brina says, I love you, Millie. WG Goldie says, be sexy and mysterious. Oh, my God. These women, man, honestly. Brina says, I can't cope. And DJ Empress says, and please, no wrinkle ball bags.
Yeah, no back. This is what I'm stating now.
Keep it trim as well. I know some people like to be all natural, but please just, I ain't telling you to go nair it or go V it, but just trim it. No, literally. Nobody wants to. Sorry.
K-Medcraft says, just a glimpse, then they will ask for more. WG Goldie says, this is awesome. Thanks, Truuu, and everyone take care. Carl says, hot dog buns though. K-Med says, love a bit of sexy pics when feeling. Okay, fair enough. Brina says, yes, Millie, tell them.
Because the thing is, well, a nude doesn't necessarily have to be a full frontal nudity picture. Do you know what I mean? Like, you could send literally like just the nipple, nothing else, just the nipple. Do you know what I mean? Like just be with it. Do you know what I'm saying? Just go and do your thing.
Guys, you know what? We have to wrap this up because Instagram's going to cut us off in a minute. So I've got some read Carl Ball's messages again. It's Carl's birthday, her birthday again, Carl. Carl says, bring back the bush. I'm joking.
I bloody well think you are.
Carl, you know you want to bring back.
Freckle Face Mama says, take them together. Oh, okay, very saucy. But guys, that is almost our time. Exactly. If you're watching on YouTube, remember to like, share, and subscribe and comment as well. Remember, we are back back next week Wednesday and every Wednesday from 10 p.m. If you don't know, if you're new, we do a serious topic and then a fun topic. And in between there, we do Arts Millie. All right. So we'll be back next week at 10 o'clock. We're usually late. It's usually like 10:05. But anyway, most of us are black. So hey.
It's black people time.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm always on time.
This is why we need Carl, because Carl like balances it out. And Carl's always on time. Carl's like, what's wrong with you guys? Where are you lot?
You get me? And he's on Australian time. So
exactly.
That's how you know. Our time is all the way fucked up.
Exactly. So guys, look, thanks for joining. Thanks for getting involved. Thanks for being interactive. Remember, hit up Chili or hit up the Truuu Talk page if you want us to read a topic from Milan as well for the Arts Mini section. Don't worry, Milan won't see it, all right? So you can hit us up and we'll get that sorted, all right? So guys, thank you again. Remember, like, share, subscribe, and comment. And we'll see you all next week, all right?
Peace.
Bye.
Bye. Love. My light. My ring light.